reporting to you from the lion's den. Just kidding. I just figured why not do our devotional in the nursery, in the lion's den, because how much more cooler is that? So today we're going to be answering the question, do you believe? Many people came to Jesus asking for something, a miracle, a healing, a free lunch. Jesus challenged them with this question to expose their motives. Do they want a handout, or did they truly believe who he was and what he could do? When we come to God with our shopping lists, the question remains on Jesus' heart. Do you believe? So I want us to read Matthew 21 through 22 together. It says, "But Jesus was matter of fact. Yes, if you embrace the kingdom life and don't doubt God, you'll not only do minor feasts like I did to the fig tree, but also triumph over huge obstacles. This mountain, for instance, you'll tell, go jump into the lake, and it will jump. Absolutely everything, ranging from small to large, as you make it a part of your believing prayer, gets included as you lay wholly of God." This is the Message translation, in case you're like, that sounds different. So the question in this verse is, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. So let's not be double-minded, like in James 1, 5 through 8. Let's read that together. James 1, 5 through 8 says, if you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. That's a revelation just right there. He loves to help. If you'll get his help and won't be condescending to when you ask for it, ask boldly, believing without a second thought. People who worry their prayers are like wind-whipped waves. Wow. Don't think you're going to get anything from the master that way. Adrift at sea, keeping all of your opinions open. So, we don't want to be like a double-minded person who doubts, like the wave that is sea-blown and tossed by the wind. May our response to God, to him, be one like the demon-possessed boy's father, who replied honestly in Mark 9:23 through 24. It says, again, this is Mark 9:23 through 24. It says, "And Jesus said, if there is no ifs among believers, anything can happen. No sooner were the words out of his mouth than the father of the demon-possessed daughter cried, 'Then I believe. Help me with my doubts.'" So, help my unbelief. In this life, our faith is often mixed with questions and doubts. And that's okay. As long as our lack of faith it has to do with ourselves, our own inadequacies, and our own past weaknesses, and not God's power and ability that he can work through our weaknesses. Honestly, struggling with faith does not mean that Christ will not respond to our requests. He certainly expects us to grow and mature in our faith. But he also understands and sympathizes with our weaknesses. That's Hebrews 4:15. It says that he sympathizes with our weaknesses. We should always be honest and willing to admit our lack of faith, so we can pray that God will give us faith that we need to serve him effectively and honor him effectively. Faith is not something tangible like medicine. It's an attitude of trusting and believing. Hebrews 11:1. But even our ability to believe in God is a gift from God. It is not something that we can obtain without help. That's Ephesians 2:8 through 9. No matter how much faith we have, we never will reach that point where we're self-sufficient. Faith is not stored away like money in a bank. Growing in faith is a consistent process of daily renewing our trust in Jesus. So we all have doubts, right? Amen? Struggles. We all have struggles. And we all have things that we're wrestling with. And I just want to encourage you today to pray to God to help you to overcome our unbeliefs, our doubts, things that we're wrestling with. So that's it for today. Until next time, we are going to be looking at the question, do you want to get well? Bye, friends.